How's it going, guys? And welcome to the first episode of my driver career mode in F1 24. If you do enjoy this video, do feel free to please leave it a like and subscribe for more F1 24 content. Now, let's get into the career.
Welcome to F1 24 and welcome to a brand new driver career experience. Before you get started, we need to choose how you'll play. This is the default setup, designed to give you a balanced experience. Or if you're already familiar with the F1 games, you can customize your settings as much as you want yourself. That's it from me. Enjoy!
So we complete our settings and we pick a full season of Formula 2 to get us started with this career mode. But let's find out more about what the driver ratings are and how they work.
Hey, I'm Elena. I'll be your agent, and I'm so excited to work together to get to Formula 1. Now that we've introduced ourselves, you'll see that you now have a set of driver ratings. These will be tied to you for the entirety of your career and will track your progress. As you perform well out on track, these ratings will improve and feed into various other areas of your journey through F1. We'll cover each rating in more detail later.
So following on from that little debrief about the ratings, we must select which academy we will be driving for throughout this career. And we have a selection of either Mercedes, McLaren, Ferrari, Alpine, and Red Bull. Trying to remember them off my heart. But we could also select that we do not go through the path of an academy. And with all this in mind, the team we select with the most flexibility is Mercedes. This opens up the door potentially to a contract at Williams, Aston Martin, or even the main team itself.
This is the current Formula 2 team roster. They're all eager to work with you, so choose who you feel would be the best fit for your journey through F2.
And so that leaves us with the final important decision before we dive into our first qualifying session, and that is which team will we be racing for in our F2 season. We get a complete selection of all the teams and whichever driver we would like to team up with. So from my suggestion and from my point of view, I am picking ART as they are historically one of the more dominant sides and also sides, it's not football, teams. And
Okay. How would you like your teammate to be?
my first teammate will be Théo Pourchaire.
Toggle through some information here before making your decision. It might have an impact on your standing within the team.
So we get into our first lap as an F2 driver behind the wheel of this ART, and immediately we find out the limitations of the F2 car as we send it in too deep in turn 1, basically setting this lap up to fail. So it was a bit of a learning curve for me personally, as I haven't really ever driven these F2 cars before. I mean, the closest I could probably say, which feels like it's maybe a Formula Ford on iRacing or one of those little V cars. So they are a little bit of a handful, but they take a little bit of time to get used to. So this lap was pretty scrappy, I'm not going to lie, and I pretty much aborted it after making that mistake there. Yeah, not really a lot more to say about it than that. It was kind of all or nothing, really, riding on the exit of that hairpin, and unfortunately I ballsed it up, so not an ideal position to be in heading into the race, but it gives us an opportunity to try and overtake some cars. With all this in mind, let me know how you guys are getting on in your careers so far. How's it begun? how far through are you? Have you managed to surpass your first teammate and maybe even completed the F2 campaign and won the title? Let me know down below in the comment section. It'd be great to hear how you guys are getting on so far. As we come up to the line now, and well, to be expected, we do start at the back of the grid on race day.
Hello and welcome from the Bahrain International Circuit here in Sakhir. Down on the grid, the engineers are making their last checks, and today's race will be underway shortly. Plenty of opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit for these young F2 drivers to show what they can do. The best passing opportunity right up there at turn 1, and we should see plenty of action there. But there's another not long after at turn 4. There are 9 right-handers and 6 left-handers, and the possibility that we could see some flat spots at the tightest of those left-handers, that's turn 10. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Teo Pourchaire has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, with Dennis Hauger alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Iwasa, Behrman, Brad Benavides, Miney, Cordial, Correa, Vesti, Enzo Fittipaldi, Daruvala, Leclerc, Richard Verschoor, Isaac Hadjar, Doohan, Novalak, Nissani, Jack Crawford, Maloney, Boschong, Stanek, and an ART rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. The new season starts now. I'm Alex Jakes, Alex Brundle is alongside me, and it is time to restart Formula 2. We're so excited to be back. Alex, what are you expecting from this season?
Put 22 of the world's best young racing drivers in a pot, some great venues, press go, and it kicks out a champion. I cannot wait to see who comes out on top at the end of the year.
We're at the back, but give it 100% and we can still come away with a decent result. I believe in you, come on.
So here we are then, 5 red lights coming out, and we've got the foot down. Let's go. First time in our F2 careers, we send it down to turn 1. Let's look for a couple of passes going in there, maybe get up to P20. Let's see, we go for it, down the inside, we get Boschong, we get Crawford as well, but on the exit it's too slow and we lose out of the position straight away. These cars have been a real handful for me so far, so I'm really looking forward to getting on to racing on tracks which I am more of a fan of and quite strong at. So I know that the next couple of races ahead are, for me, some of my stronger tracks, so I'm looking forward to it. As we send it down the inside at the hairpin on Crawford to get the position. Bang wheels just a little bit, but we're safely through. Next up for us is Doohan, but if we're driving like that and not being able to keep the car in line, there's no chance we're getting past him. start the second lap here with Crawford right up behind us. So we go a little bit long again into turn 1. Hoping that we could maybe make a move as the rear steps out completely. We save it. Really big moment for us there as we almost lost the car once again. Go up the hill, lock up. And can we set Doohan up for the overtake? Going down into the hairpin. We get a nice exit. We're able to put the foot down. We see the gap and we go for it. And this time the space is left. We don't bang wheels. We just send it straight through. Great move. Job done for us. Up to P17.
Okay, mate, we've got to move up the order if we can, so I'm setting you a new target. Push, push.
So that's another cool new feature added to the game here on lap 3 with the new objective system. We have been tasked to achieve P13 with 2 laps. So we've got to get from 17th to 13th in 2 laps. And again, we're getting it aggressive. I think we're going to go for it again down the hairpin. Yep, of course. It seems to be our favourite overtaking spot around here. As the pack, in my opinion, the pack just seems to build up quite nicely, so you can just send one down the inside and, you know, don't lock up, otherwise you're going into someone. So we set our sights next on Hadjar here. We're right behind at the end of the 3rd lap. We're looking to potentially move into turn 1 as we go purple in sector 3, which is brilliant for us. It proves that we've got some pace out there, and we go for it and we send it. And it's lovely, nice and clean as well. Good exit for us. Or second phase again.
Nice move.
Rear
Good
snaps.
job.
But we save it once again. Up next, we've got to get Nissani. We have 0.8 laps left on our goal. It's looking highly unlikely that we are going to get it, but we'll give it our best shot. Purple in sector 1. Perfect start for us. And again, the hairpin is looking at us and it's telling us, send it down the inside. Beautiful. Leclerc up next. This would be to pass the objective as well, which would be great for us. Bit scrappy going down the hill once again. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate for us. And it's looking likely that this is out of sight. Oh, wow. Another huge save for us. It's going to be a handful of time lost. Surprisingly, we set a personal best, but it must be quite slow, so that's unfortunate. If we nail this last sector, we could be on for a purple lap here actually. So let's go for it. Leclerc coming up.
Okay,
Fred
well,
Prost, he
it
sets
wants to be
the
this
fastest
time,
lap,
but not to
but
worry, there's a long
we
way to go in
smash
this
it.
race, so let's
142,
focus.
742. But unfortunately, we fail the objective as well, which is gutting. But not a lot much more happened throughout this race. As we're on the last lap here. Our teammate picks up the first win of the season as we come home in P14 with the fastest
pick up
lap.
rubber and bring it home.
As I was saying previously, this track is one of my favourite ones to drive on the F1 game. It has been since it came out, so the Jeddah Corniche circuit, absolutely brilliant. As we mess up the first turn, it's coming to be a trend of ours, but we are going to be on the limit throughout this whole lap. See the time come back to us gradually. I mean, we will send it through this section of the track always. Almost losing the car completely, bottoming out on the curb. But I think that is, yeah, we are going purple through the first sector. Brilliant start for us. Little lock up again, but not a big one, so it didn't send us too off course. Riding on board still, beautiful, it just flows so nicely. Jump up on the curb a little bit there, so we're losing a little bit of time. But this part of the track, nice and easy to drive now. It's not too tight, there's a little bit of space on the side, so the walls aren't too close. I love this part of the track as well. You can just send it in, and just whips back out again. Maybe I was in too high a gear there, so it kind of, we lost a little bit of time, but still. Right to the end of the lap. Ooh, we slide that one in, but a little bit risky, a bit of a drift going on there. But we go up to the line for what looks like P1. That is brilliant for us. When I did the lap up, I was very happy with it, considering where we were in the Bahrain race. So it's great to see the progress and just one race difference. You're seeing it with the rating increase as well. We are getting there. We will get there.
Greetings and welcome to Jeddah for what promises to be a thrilling Formula 2 race. So an interesting circuit, Jeddah. Like some other street circuits in the Formula 2 calendar, it's likely to present a formidable technical challenge, with a number of challenging turns for our young drivers to master. Plus, it's a hot track, and that high temperature has some big implications for tyre performance that they'll need to keep in mind in order to secure a good result. So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's results with a look at the starting grid. It's ART in pole position then, and starting alongside in P2 is Théo Pourchaire. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Daruvala, Iwasa, Ollie Bearman, Hauger, Vesti, Doohan, Benavides, Kushmaini, Verschoor, Leclerc, Enzo Fittipaldi, Isaac Hadjar, Cordial, Novalak, Correa, Zane Maloney, Crawford, Stanek, Nissany, and Ralph Boschon completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So, here we go. Pole position, 5 red lights. So we get the engine revving. And it's a shaky start for us. This time we almost drop down the gear. And again, I thought we did send it in too deep, but we didn't. We've got Iwasa right up the inside of us here. He's bold going for this move into this turn. I think he clumped the wall there by the sounds of it. Maybe I should have left him a little bit more space, but it's okay. From my perspective, it's all right. It's just part of racing. That sometimes when he's there, I'm there, it's fine. We've got Pourchaire in front of us. We've got to go for it. We've got to get our P1 back, especially with our teammate who is coming into this race with the win in Bahrain. So we are on the chase. Prefer to be the hunter than the hunted, that's for sure. So we get right up behind him, alongside almost touching wheels. Wow, this is close. I thought we might have sent it there, but we do back off a little bit just to give Théo a bit of room, remembering that he is, after all, our teammate. So got to think about the team championship as well as my own individual honours. Oh god, that's a huge lock up from us there. That is definitely going to split us up a little bit. Let's see if we can maybe claw back some of that time on this next lap. deep into turn 1, but we almost lose the car on the exit again. It's nothing to be worried about.
Okay, mate, Teo ahead. We don't want to let this hold us up too long, so do your best to get past and get on with the
So
race.
our engineer's given us the objective to overtake Teo within or before lap 5 of this race. So we have 2 laps to get him. So we're right up behind him. This is going to be some real close racing between the pair of us. We try not to make contact with him, almost pushing him through some of the fastest corners of the track. We go purple in sector 1 as well. The stars are almost aligning for us as we hoping maybe we can set him up for the overtake under the DRS section. We get him just before, in fact, we get an even better exit.
Yes, mate, we hit the target.
Side by
Nice
side.
work.
We get the wing open and he goes behind us, so we have P1 at the moment. We have the lead. Just the tiniest mistake will cost us. Again, yeah, we didn't drop down to 4th. So hopefully Teo doesn't slingshot us. Judging by the delta, is dropping and he's coming up the inside. We're gonna give him the position. This is a tactical decision. Hopefully we can get him with the DRS again. Going into turn 1 here. We set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And it doesn't look like it. We've gone way too deep. Just about making the turn. Porsche on the inside again. Let's try not to replicate what we did with the Wasser on lap 1. We gave him a load of space. We're starting to eke out a little bit of an advantage here, but we are very fast through this section of the track. 6 temps, 7 temps, up to 8, now 9. It looks like we are clear. We are on the cusp of our first victory in Formula 2. Great racing between myself and Porsche. We've broken the DRS gap as well. We've taken it home here. We jump back on board on lap 5. We've gone purple for the last lap. 3.5 second gap between myself and Teo Porsche. What a brilliant race from us to recover from some silly mistakes in the opening few laps here. But we take it up to the line to get our first victory as we drive sideways and we're getting it done.
Yes, 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 guys, yes! Come on, boys! Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
A great win then for the ART team today.
Have you seen one quite as dominant as that, Jakesy? I'm not sure I have. They led every single lap of that one, lights to flag.
An amazing race today and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car that works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ART GP winners today.
Following on from the race, we see a massive increase to some of the stats in our ratings board, seeing us move up from a 66 overall rating up to 67. This is brilliant for us. like Jeddah, Australia is one of my personal favourite tracks as well. The first sector hasn't changed an awful lot in a long time, so this is very much muscle memory for me at this point, driving through this first sector. And the track feels amazing now with the changes with the second sector, getting rid of that chicane and making it more of a flat DRS section. It's really fun to drive on. We go purple in sector 1 as well, just to match. Brilliant start for us. I think maybe my line's a little bit wrong in sector 2, so maybe something for me to look at as well, which is helpful really, watching back through this footage. We go purple again in sector 2. We absolutely send it through the fast left right up to the hard braking zone, and this part of the track as well, like sector 1, complete muscle memory at this point. Just coast around, hopefully never make a mistake again after years of making mistakes around here. Little lock up, but we get it onto the start finish straight and over the line for what is back-to-back pole positions.
Delighted to welcome you to Albert Park, the newest addition on the official FIA Formula 2 calendar. The heat is going to be a test for drivers and cars today, ahead of the feature race. It's a new addition to the Formula 2 calendar. Albert Park has been an iconic F1 circuit for years. Recently remodeled to encourage tighter racing on track, it is 3.28 miles, 14 turns instead of the original 16. Well then, after an exciting session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. It's ART in pole position then, with Théo Pourchaire starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Daruvala, Vesti, Jack Doohan, Hauger, Iwasa, Maini, Behrman, Clement Novalak, Verschoor, Fittipaldi, Isaac Hadjar, Amaury Cordeel, Crawford, Correa, Leclerc, Zane Maloney, Nissany, Benavides, Stanek, and Ralph Boschung completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track.
So we head for the last time this episode to the 5 red lights. The Australian feature race, Grand Prix, whatever you want to call it. We nearly spin straight away, open the door to Daruvala, who barges his way through past both me and Théo, but we hobbled it around the outside. Lovely stuff. Hopefully open up a little bit of a gap between myself and Daruvala. It looks like Pourchaire is dropping back Vesti through as well. So not a great start for my teammate, but for us, we are in P1 still and absolutely pushing it to the limit here. Oh, that's a great word. If you are still watching this video at this time, just type in the comment section, pushing to the limit, and then that'll show that you guys are still enjoying this great Formula 2 F1 24 career mode so far. But we are not pulling away from Daruvala. Out the fast left right, we seem to be the quickest through that section of the track out of everyone on the grid. So that might just carry us throughout this race. Let's see, as we move forward throughout the Grand Prix. This sort of form of content, this is one of my first videos of the kind of doing this sort of thing, so if there is anything I can improve on or look to get better at, please let me know, because I want to keep producing content like this for you guys. I've been watching many channels for many years and seeing them doing it, so it's something I've always wanted to do and want to keep doing. So if you've got any suggestions, I'll always listen to them, and then hopefully I'll be able to provide you guys with even better content. I will also, little plug, but I will be streaming over on Twitch. We will be doing a My Team career mode save as well, so hopefully able to balance that out every so often. The streams won't be regular, but whenever I am live, that's what we will be doing, and maybe some open lobby races, of course, with you guys, as we still can't get rid of the Rubler. He is absolutely electric today. We aren't making mistakes, which is nice to see. 2 of 5, I mean, that's... Obviously we had a shaky start, but we've recovered brilliantly so far. We should be getting our objective through from our engineer as well in the next few corners, I imagine. Because I think he comes in every 3 laps or so. So yes, there it is. Fuel load below 10.77. We've got a lot more than 10.77 in the tank, so we've got to burn a lot this lap. Absolutely send it, like we have been doing. So more of the same. That's what he should be saying to me. Come on, more of the same, bro. You got this. Oh my god. Absolutely on the limit there. Look at the gap we pulled. 1.2 second gap. Jeez. That was a Code Brown moment. Holy. Tell you what, the fuel load's going down quite nicely here. We could potentially pass this objective. Now that would be great. That would hopefully give us a little boost to our stats. But if we fail it, I imagine that will once again knock us off target from where we want to be. We go purple. I think this will be our fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well. 2 second gap now between myself and the
Okay, unlucky, mate.
Brilliant.
Good try, but we didn't quite meet our targets. Not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus right the way into the
Interesting.
checkered flag.
But anyway, we move on to the last lap. We are in sector 3, so we are taking the car home. 5.6 second gap, 2 second place, which is Vesti now. So the Rubler has dropped back a little bit. He must have used his tyres up quite early. So we get around the last corner, put the car up to the wall to get the cheers from our team.
Yes,
We
guys,
get back-to-back wins in Formula 2. Great start for our season.
That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for ART today.
We've heard stories of drivers watching the race on the big screens while they're going around leading with that kind of advantage. I reckon that's what they were doing, you know, AJ.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill.
So guys, if you did enjoy this video, as I said at the start of the video, do feel free to please leave it a like and subscribe, of course, as we continue our journey on our F1 24 career. Hope to see you guys in a video very soon. And of course, take it easy.